Okay, first, as you meet with your student, please consider teaching them the following. Of course, I'm sure you're already doing it because you're a bomb coach, and you work with kids every day, so this is natural for you. But just consider teaching them a breathing technique. That could be a bubble breath. That could be a touch your nose, touch your chest. For example, as your students learn to touch your nose, touch your chest, snap your fingers, and just say nose, chest, nose, chest. So they go. I feel statements. Whenever you have a student that you notice they're not meeting the expectation of having a calm body or a calm voice and they don't express their emotions safely, teach them an I feel statement. I feel frustrated. I feel mad. I feel happy. I feel sad. I felt embarrassed. I felt annoyed. I felt scared. Teach them that verbiage so they can articulate themselves and so they're not on check-in, check-out next year. I feel when you statements. Teach them an I feel when you statement. I feel frustrated when you stepped on my foot. I felt annoyed when the teacher said I was talking when I wasn't. I felt embarrassed when the teacher was yelling at me and something else crazy happened. I don't know. They be tripping. So consider those things. Consider teaching your student a grounding technique. This looks like having them describe some things that are in their atmosphere. So you want them to consider channeling their five senses. Ask them, what's your favorite place in the whole wide world? They could say, my grandma's house. What does it smell like over there? Cookies, chocolate chip cookies. What did you hear? I heard old school playing in the background while grandma and pots and pans. What did you see? I saw plastic on the couches. What did you feel? I felt the plastic stuck to my thighs in the summertime as I sat on my grandma's plastic covered couch. And so it does not have to be all five senses. Touch, taste, smell, hear, or see. It does not have to be all five senses. Just have them consider focusing on one sense at a time. So then you'll be teaching them a grounding technique within that. If you have not already, especially for our emotionally high people, tell them calm body, calm voice. Say, it's all right. I know it sucks. Please have a calm body and a calm voice. Otherwise, will happen. Remind our students that we listen the first time and to do their work, which is already the school-wide expectations. Y'all know that. Please consider the following. Be mad, be safe. A lot of times, especially within the Black community, personally growing up, what feelings where? Breathe hard again, you wish. And I don't know if that is still being cultivated in this generation or not. Nevertheless, remind the kids it's okay to be mad. You're a human being. Of course you're gonna be mad. But be safe, baby. Be safe. Be mad, be safe. So that goes back into that calm body, calm voice. And when you teach them I feel when you statements, it helps them to be mad and to be safe and to articulate themselves. The graduation is on May 5th. I remind you to please identify what your student wants as a big prize. If you see your kid is not on track to graduate for check-in, check-out, that's okay. Just continue to encourage them to meet the school-wide expectations and to do all of these things here on their respective list. Now, you don't have to go line by line, of course, but consider teaching them the things that I discussed in this video. hopefully next year it'll be a lot more snatched. But thank you for your patience. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your cooperation. And yeah, let me know if y'all got any questions. I hope this was effective and helpful. All right, bye.